Luma came with me on my walk today. She typically sleeps in until about 8 in the morning, but for some reason today at 5 a.m. sharp, she was up and ready to go. So we've been out here for about 2 hours now. We're having a great time. Side note, I just talked to my phone for like 5 minutes straight and realized that I wasn't filming. So that's pretty embarrassing. I guess that's my lesson in humility for the day. But anyways, I wanted to take a couple minutes just to share the experience I've had over the past year since I decided to quit social media, why I decided to do this, what effects it's had on my life, and whether I would recommend anybody else try this exercise. The three main reasons I started to take a break from social media. I realized all the time I was spending on Facebook was way too excessive. I would scroll for hours and hours every day, looking at pretty monotonous aspects of other people's lives, like what they were eating for breakfast, and pictures of their dogs. And living vicariously through the Facebook newsfeed is a terrible way to live. And so that boredom started to set in, and I hated that feeling. I also started perceiving my life as missing something or as not interesting because my friends were going on vacation to Iceland and Japan and things like that. And that emptiness really started to impact my sense of self-worth, as ridiculous as that sounds. About the same time, I was watching these YouTubers say things like 30 days without social media totally changed my life. And I said, why not try it? No potential downside here. What could go wrong? So I went through my Facebook, my Instagram, and my Twitter. I don't use TikTok. I've never used TikTok. Anyways, I deleted all the social media accounts that I was using, even Reddit, believe it or not, and I went 30 days without checking in on it. After those 30 days were up, I went back and tried to log into my accounts and found out that I had accidentally totally deleted them. Not deactivated, but just gotten rid of them. They were gone. They were never coming back. And at first I was pretty sad because I could never get like my @EvanStroud handles back, which was a shame. But yeah, I said, there's probably good in this. This is a sign. I'm gonna try to go a whole year without any social media. And believe it or not, I've done it. It's actually been over a year now. It has changed a few small aspects of my life. Overall, it wasn't extremely difficult, but I did think that the effects were worth sharing. The positives, I have a lot more free time. I feel like I've spent more quality time with people that matter to me and experiencing, the joys of real life. So that's been really amazing. The second positive is that things in life that I do get to experience are way more satisfying. Whenever I go on vacation or get to have some amazing experience or do something interesting or meet somebody new, it feels a lot more impactful than it used to, because now I'm not comparing it to other things that I'm seeing other people experience. If I go on vacation to Seattle, I'm not thinking the whole time, well, this isn't as interesting as going to like Mount Everest or something. The third positive, I would say, is that I no longer find myself checking my phone constantly. I am a lot more engaged wherever I am. I'm not constantly pulling out my phone either to see what other people are doing or to share whatever it is I'm doing. I get to keep my phone in my pocket and I get to experience the world only through my own two eyes, and experiences I have are exclusively my own. So those aspects are really nice. There were some negatives though. I would say first and foremost, I found out that a lot of people, even though I deleted my Facebook, were thinking they were inviting me to events, parties, graduation parties, baby showers, things like that. I think because they were adding their whole friends list and then just sending it. But anyways, they would text me typically the night of and say, Evan, it's really important to me that you're here tonight. Where are you? Like, I really expected you to come. And I would say, what are you talking about? Well, I invited you on Facebook to my graduation party or whatever. And obviously the response was, I don't have Facebook anymore. And as ridiculous as it might sound, this actually made a lot of people pretty upset. And I can kind of understand that, because having a friend who you value miss out on an important life event can be sort of painful and can really impact the friendship, which it did. I actually lost quite a few significant friends through that. Luma. Oh, she's chasing birds. Anyways, again, as silly and as ridiculous as it feels to say, I did lose some significant friends through deleting my Facebook. The other negative aspect, I would say, is that those folks, I sound like an old man. The people that I did typically communicate with, primarily through Facebook, I personally failed to put in the effort to text them, to call them, to see how they were doing, because I was so used to using Facebook to communicate with a certain group of people. It just didn't occur to me to reach out to them in other ways. Do I regret doing this? To be honest, yes. I do regret taking a whole year off from social media and totally deleting my accounts. Not being able to talk to certain friends. Luma, good girl. Was really hard, and it was detrimental, I would say, for my life. Would I recommend other people take a break from social media? Absolutely. I think 30, 60, or even 90 days is a really healthy time to step back from things that take up too much of your time and prevent you from living the life that's happening around you. And it can help you realize what's truly important in life. Will I ever get social media back? Probably not. I really don't feel any desire nowadays to have something to check constantly, to have to update myself on, even though I know there's still important events happening in people's lives, the lives of people that I care about, and there are things that I'm sure I would enjoy knowing about or engaging with. I really don't like the idea of having to check something or update myself or spend time looking at my phone. At this point, even though it used to feel like a way to pass time or fill my life with entertainment or excitement, now the idea of it just sounds like a chore. So I will never get social media back. I might do an Instagram just for my YouTube channel, but I'm not gonna pursue the same sense of satisfaction that I used to out of Instagram. Anyways, this actually went way longer than I expected it to, but hopefully it was impactful. I really appreciate you taking the time to listen to my experience. If you haven't tried taking a break from social media yet, definitely do it. Don't do it for a year, but a month or two will be really beneficial for you. So I'll leave you with that. Thanks for joining us on our walk, and we'll see you in the next one. Right, Luma? Okay, ready? Break! Oh, that guy ran a red light. Red light. Oh well. Come on, Lou, let's go. Ugh. There's a curb there.